Hey everyone, Lancelot Archer here, welcome back to Destiny and to this video. So Zer comes to us today from the Tower Plaza opposite Lord Shaxx and the Crucible Quartermaster. Let's see what he's got on sale for us this Friday. Right, so we have the Legacy Engram for boots this week. Next we have the Ruin Wings. This is for the Titan. This is arms. This is rocking an intellect strength roll. This is maxing out 54-57. So what these arms do is heavy ammo drops more often and contains more ammo in each drop. So this came out in year 2. Or was it year 1? I remember this came out when we were doing the Crota raid. Funny enough, which is the challenge for mode for this week in raid terms. But initially when this came out, this arms wasn't dropping heavy ammo as regularly as it should have been. I do remember that when my friends and I were playing, it just rarely dropped heavy ammo for anyone when we were doing that raid. So this is the exotic for the Titans. So they have fixed it, so I haven't seen many people use it. It's mainly would have been used for raids, just if you need heavy ammo to drop for you. This is what we would have done, but with heavy ammo since being around so frequently now, you can just pop them as and when you need to, wait for the 5 minutes to be up. So don't get me wrong, this is still a good exotic to have if you need heavy ammo to drop for you. So it's you know, still a fairly decent one. But this one also comes with increased reload speed with rocket launcher and increased melee attack speed. Right, next we have the Frost EE5 for the Hunter. These are the new exotics that came from the Taken King? Yeah, from Taken King. So this is an intellect discipline roll. This is a max 71 for intellect and max discipline of 74. So what this does is, while sprinting, gain tighter turn radius and faster grenade and melee regeneration. So for those of you who don't know what this does, so when you're running, the boots go from whatever color the shader you have on you currently, it then goes into white. You'll see it gradually turn to white. So when you stop running, it goes back to the normal shader color. Also, this allows you to get your grenades and your melee back faster. There is an artifact that technically does the same thing, where this artifact gives you technically 2 nades and 2 melees, but this will just regen it faster. So imagine having that artifact with this on, you'll just be throwing nades and meleeing everyone ridiculously quick. But the thing with the artifact is, the artifact gets rid of your super. This doesn't. So what else this one does for you is increase the amount of fusion rifle ammunition you carry and increase agility for 5 seconds after a solo double kill. So that's for the Hunter. Next we have the Astrocyte or Astrocyte Verse. Beg your pardon. So this is the new Warlock helmet. This is the discipline strength roll. This is a 58-63 maxing out. Alright, so the perk for this helmet is temporary increase to recovery on blink. Okay, so that's for the wall. So granted, the blink has been sort of been nerfed in a weird way, unless they said they've recovered. I don't believe they said that they've fixed it. I still believe blink has been reduced to what it was previously in Destiny 1 or Destiny 2 when they nerfed it. But essentially, blink no longer does obviously the activation from radar. This gives you increased recovery, so you don't see many people blinking around anymore like you used to with I believe it was at the end of year 1 when you just saw people using, well, mostly warlocks and hunters who could blink, and they would just blink shotgun from above, and it was just one of those things where it made blinking an absolute nightmare. But for a helmet to come to a warlock in this stage of the game to offer recovery on blink, it's not a great thing, because you don't really see people using blink in anything PvE related, truth be told. There is no real need to use blink, because anything involving blink would probably be used in the Crucible. So making this purely a Crucible / PvP helmet only, there are better ones you can use instead of this, truth be told. Okay, and next along we have the weapon of the week, which is the No Land Beyond. So for those of you who know, this is the sniper rifle which fills up the primary slot. Prior to the 2.6 update, this weapon essentially had no flinch. I mean, there are some people who would say that it had some flinch, which is true, it had some flinch, but not enough to, if you were to say use a legendary sniper like the 1000-yard stare or longbow or anything of that nature, where if you got hit, your flinch would send you a reticle all over the screen. No Land Beyond's was the only one in the primary slot, well, the only sniper that I knew that didn't flinch, because I have had experiences where running the Crucible, I've seen people dome me in one hit, even though I was getting shots off on them first. But now the No Land Beyond, still a viable weapon in the Crucible if you know how to use it. I mean, I think the reload glitch still works, but I think the gun now jams on a higher frequency than what it was before. But yeah, like, it's still a viable weapon if you're good with it. I put my hands up and say, I'm absolutely terrible with this gun. I cannot use it for love or money. Okay, and then we have... Oh, what's this? Weapon bundles. This is new. Alright, so apparently you can get the Zhalo Supercell and the Shock Hazard shader or ornament for 30 strange coins and 25 silver dust. This is new. Let's have a look at this. Oh, I don't have a space to look at it. I can't even preview it. Alright, and the next one we have the Monte Carlo and the Roll Flush. So this is a new thing they've added in this week for it. So this is interesting. So for those who don't have it, obviously you can get these in one go. But technically, I think with the way things are right now, I think most people would have the Monte Carlo or the Zhalo Supercell. But if not, this is a good way to get the ornaments that you've been after and the weapon at the same time. So I've got the Zhalo with the Shock Hazard on, I believe. I think that's the one I have. But yeah, this is new. This is interesting. So it'll be interesting to see what else they come up with this week. Also, after that, we then have our usual cuirasses. So we've got the drives, heavy ammo, 3 coins, glass needles if you need to re-roll anything, and then material exchange. Okay, so in terms of the tier 12, let's have a look. I think the boots are fairly decent. I'm just going to double check on Dim. Assuming Dim's working. Last night it wasn't working very well, so I couldn't check out the vendors properly. Oh, there we go. And the book's messing up again. Alright, vendor rolls. Where is... Oh, there he is. Right. Okay, so... Right, okay, so this is a 90 percentile. This is an 88 percentile. Oh, yeah, you need to be 75 and above, isn't it, for leg boots? For leg armor to do the tier 12. Right, so technically the only thing that's relatively decent in terms of rolls is the Ruin Wings, the Titan arms for this week. So that's what we've got there. So yeah, okay, so I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. How was your raid experience with Crota? I certainly enjoyed it. Obviously, with the challenge mode being done, there are plenty of guides up everywhere that tells you how to do it. I think the key thing you need to take note of is obviously trying to complete the Death Slinger challenge in under 2 minutes. My team and I bested it in 2 minutes 4, but I think it's just because we messed around. I say messed around. We messed up on a couple of things which took longer than it should have. But other than that, I think that's our main thing. But obviously, then we had the Destiny 2 trailer that dropped yesterday. Very exciting stuff. Nathan Fillion absolutely rocking and stealing the show in that trailer as Cade 6. But you know, we have officially got announcements for gameplay footage, which will be out on the 18th of May. I think that will be a stream reveal. I believe the notes are up on the Bungie website. And then 8th of September, officially Destiny 2, available to pre-order. It's coming to PC. Whole bigger community joining us. It's just going to be exciting times, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the story progresses, because it looks like they've focused a lot on the story from the trailer alone, which is very exciting. I mean, don't get me wrong, everyone knows that Destiny Year 1, just say, the story left everyone to look like what the fudge? Is this it? But you know, it looks like they've learned from the 3 years, and it's exciting to see what's going to happen. So hopefully we'll get some good stuff. So hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to sub, like, and share to the channel and to the video. And I will see you all in the next one. Oh, and by the way, check out the Mayan Raid helmet. I can now provide Wi-Fi everywhere. Same with this guy. Check out this guy. He's got the arms and the helmet too. But yeah, this is what I got, and with this what the armor looks like with ornaments on. Ta-da! Anyway, take care. Have a great weekend. I'll see you all next time. Bye.